Hello and welcome to another video update. Today I want to dive deep into a really interesting order type called Iceberg Orders, and I will use the Bybit exchange to show you how it works. It is the exchange I normally use, and it's quite a new feature, and I found it quite interesting. So this channel is all about education, so I wanted to show you how it works because it is an interesting feature. And this is, it's not just like a hack for pro traders. Iceberg orders are something that can give you a big edge, actually, whether you're trading large size or just starting out with a small account. In this video, I'll explain it in simple words. So basically, I will talk about what Iceberg orders are, why they exist, how institutions use them, and also how you can use them as a retail trader. And finally, I'll also place a live order here so you can exactly see how it works, just for educational purposes. Yeah. So first of all, why do you need Iceberg orders? What are they? Now, imagine you're trying to buy $100,000 worth of Bitcoin. And if you throw all that into the market at once, a few things can happen. For example, everybody can see your order in the order book. So, you see it here on the screen. In one of the previous tutorials here, we talked about what the order book is. I will link it at the end of the video. There's another tutorial about, what an order book is. But basically, all the limit orders that are placed, they are visible in the order book. Yeah, everybody sees where these orders are placed. And that kind of exposes your intentions. Let's say you're really someone who has, a lot of funds and you want to do that, but it exposes your intentions. Now I'm here on the Bitcoin, trading pair, Bitcoin USDT. But please understand that there are other coins, for example, where we don't have that much volume. So someone could potentially really stand out with their order when trading an altcoin with a large, let's say, with high volume. Bitcoin, not so much. You need more volume, right, to really stand out. But still, the concept is the same. Now, again, first of all, it can expose your intention. Second point is that other traders might try to front run you. So it means they jump ahead of your order and push the price higher. And then, third point is you get something called slippage. Again, that's not so much a problem on Bitcoin because there is a lot of liquidity, but still, it is a problem, especially when you are trading coins with maybe a little lower liquidity. Basically, it means that your order doesn't all get filled at one price. Instead, the first part might fill at a certain value, but the rest starts filling at higher and higher prices, and suddenly your average entry is worse than expected. So an Iceberg orders were actually designed for institutions and market makers who need to move large amounts without showing their full hand. Yeah, I did mention it in one of the recent tutorials. A lot of people think that institutions move price, but no, they actually don't. They use limit orders, or they use something like Iceberg orders, for example, to avoid moving price. They don't want to be exposed. So now Bybit also makes these available for retail traders. So, okay, you might be thinking, well, I don't have 100K or a lot of money to throw around. So why should I care? The truth is, even with $500, $1,000, Iceberg orders can help you, potentially. You can avoid showing your full order size to the market. You can also get smoother average prices. And you can practice execution styles that institutions use. Yeah, which helps your trading education in general. So yeah, this is not only, for whales, it's a tool you can learn and use. And maybe it will really become useful one day for you. Yeah, and maybe it already is. So quick recap of the basis. I'm here, spot trading. Yeah, by the way, Iceberg orders are available on the Bybit exchange for futures as well. I will demonstrate it here in the spot dashboard. But yeah, let's do a quick recap. A market order, you can select market orders here. It's basically about buying, selling right now at whatever price is available. Fast, but yeah, expensive if the market is thin. A limit order, buy or sell only at the price you choose. More control, but it might not fill. Now, an iceberg order is essentially many small limit orders managed by the system, one after another. And that way your total size gets filled gradually and the market never sees your full order. Now, here's the important part. On Bybit, iceberg orders have 4 different behaviors. Now, first of all, let's find them. You can actually, instead of selecting limit orders or market orders, you go here to TPSL, open that, and then you actually select iceberg. Yeah. And there are 4 different, you could say, iceberg order types. Or let's call them different behaviors you can choose from, which gives you a lot of flexibility. Now, let's break them down. These can be found under order preferences. First of all, there's the chase limit taker preference. This is basically maximum speed. So each small piece of your order immediately matches the best available price. Now, example, you split, let's say, $10,000 into 10 sub-orders of $1,000 each. With taker, so with this order type or behavior, the system will keep firing them directly into the market and they fill almost instantly. But again, the benefit is that this entire order doesn't immediately show in the system. It's like 10 sub-orders. It's basically like doing a market order in chunks. Yeah. The advantage here is fast execution. It's useful if the market is moving fast. Now, the con is higher fees, of course. And yeah, it kind of disappears instantly. So I won't use it today because for a demo like that, it will just get filled immediately, right? But it has its, it certainly has advantages. Chase limit, the next one. Here, your sub-orders are placed as market orders into the book, waiting for someone to hit them. Example is, you place, let's say, 0.1 BTC at bid, and if, it sits there until a seller agrees, right? So only after it fills, the next 0.1 BTC gets placed. Just placing one after the other. Pro is here, lower fees, and you don't move the market yourself. Con is slower and sometimes much slower. Chase limit, offset. That's kind of a balance. So the sub-orders here are placed just slightly behind the best price. Not aggressive, but also not too far. So for example, if BTC is, let's say, 115K, maybe your order sits, just an example, $10 below that. And you're close enough to get filled soon, but you're not rushing. So it's not like immediate filling. Yeah, it's slightly below. And so I think the pro is it's very balanced, decent price, a little lower than current price and reasonable speed. You still don't have to wait forever. Con is it still might take some time even in fast markets. And then fixed prices gives you some control. So the simplest one, however, you choose one price and every sub-order is placed there. For example, you split 1 BTC into 20 sub-orders of, it would be 0.05 BTC each. At exactly, let's say, 110K. Yeah. Each order fills and the system replaces it with the next, all at 110K. So that means it's very precise. It's great if you're trading based on Elliott wave or Fibonacci levels. Con is, if the market never touches that price, absolutely nothing gets filled. So these are the different behaviors. Now, how to actually set it? So again, you do select this order behavior or order type, Iceberg. And first of all, I have to decide what I want to buy, right? I'm here on BTC. Now, I don't want to buy I don't want to buy BTC right now. I'm not going to spend much money here on buying BTC for this price. This is just tutorial. But I will select a very small quantity now just to demonstrate it. Okay, so let's say roughly 0.001 BTC, just for demo purposes. Now I have to now select quantity per order. So I can select quantity per order. I can also say, okay, I have number of split orders. So if I select quantity per order, I can just say, right, I don't know, 0.0001. That gives me 100 split orders, okay? Or 0.005 gives me only 2 split orders. I can also select number of split orders, so I can just tell the system I want to have something between 1 and 100 split orders. 20. Okay, and it tells you what's the quantity per order. So you see, I know what I want to buy, and I've got the number of orders. So now I just have to select, okay, what is the order preference? And I select fixed prices because I don't want it to get filled, really. So I'm going to select, I don't know, 110,000. So these 20 orders will now be filled at 110K. That's basically it. Now, again, I could select another order preference. Yeah, but I don't want to. I want to select this. And basically then, yeah, all you do is placing the order. Buy. And then you can double check everything. I would always recommend to double check really everything thoroughly. It's very, very important. And yeah, so again, I select an unrealistic level, 110K for now, because I don't really want it to fill. I just want to show you how it looks once it's active. Yeah, let's open that by BTC. And now you can actually find it down here under open orders. So it sits there. I can easily cancel it. It's not filled. It's a limit order. And very important, it's not actually an order type like market or limit. So it's not like a different logic. It uses those order types, right? It just fills them in kind of an automatic way. And yeah, for example, if I use the taker setting, it would just execute instantly and disappear. That wouldn't be very educational now. I just want to show you here where it sits, also where you can find it and manage it. So by setting the price differently, right, the order stays in the system so we can actually look at it. Now, once click confirmed, you can see it obviously here in the open orders tab, basically down there. And it's only showing that one chunk here, right? Even though I split the order into 10 orders, right? If one of those were to fill, the next one here would automatically appear. And then under Tools, Iceberg. Under Tools and Iceberg, that is where you can actually see the entire strategy. You can go to details as well. There's no available data now because nothing got filled. You can see order preference. You can see the creation type. You can also here terminate, filled order quantity, and everything's here basically, right? Displaying the latest 20 records from the past 6 months. So it's basically all there. So again, that is basically everything. You can terminate it now, which I will do because I don't really want it to be filled. So it's gone. Okay, so it never got filled. So when would you actually use this as a trader? Well, I think if you're trading larger size and you don't want to show the full order book, your hand, or if you want smooth fills and better average prices, and also if you're a retail trader with a small account, you can still use this to test professional execution methods, or to make sure you don't spike the price by accident, like if you're trading something with lower volume. Yeah, some coins, if you're trading a certain altcoin, especially on the weekend, there might be lower volume. I mean, yeah, everybody can move price if you're crossing the spread in the order book with your funds, then you might want to avoid that, right? So institutions use Iceberg orders to hide hundreds of Bitcoin at a time. But even if you're just buying something for, I don't know, $500, first of all, it's useful to understand and sometimes apply the same tools they use. And again, depending on which coin you're trading, you might be able to move it with enough money, right? And that's basically Iceberg orders on Bybit, explained, demonstrated, and they might sound complex at first, but really it's just about breaking a big order into smaller pieces, controlling how those prices behave, and then keeping your strategy hidden from the market. And if you'd like to try it out, MCO has partnered with Bybit. When you sign up with a link in the description, then you'll get 10% off your trading fees for the first 30 days. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.